what is the rule in the NFL I hate the most? I mean, hate the most.
Currently is the one where if you fumble and it goes through the back of the end zone, that's a touchback.
It's a touchback. Right. So somebody's reaching for the end zone, ball comes loose, and if it goes out, at the 1 yard line or the half yard line or the quarter-inch line, the ball belongs to you. But if it goes another half a foot into the end zone and out beyond the pylon, ball goes to the defense that has been so one would think, so pressured and performing not as well as they would like, to the point where more often than not, they're on their own goal line for a reason. And the NFL's like, hey, yeah, I know that's just a difference of just real estate of just 6 inches, but too bad.
Or the defense gets rewarded for forcing a fumble.
Or somebody foolishly reaches for the pylon.
Well, you should not get the ball back for being stupid.
Derek Carr trying to be aggressive. Let's be positive here. Trying to be aggressive.
Okay.
Down 14-10, trying to take the lead at Lambeau Field, going for the pylon to his right. Reaches out with his left hand, his non-throwing hand. One would think his non-writing hand as well. And ball comes loose before his knee goes out of bounds. And the ball doesn't bounce in front of the pylon. It just bounces just beyond the pylon and through the end zone.
Yep.
Ball belongs to Green Bay. Green Bay scores, makes it a 21-10 game, and that was the end of that. Raiders didn't even come close to having the lead, let alone being just on one. And by the way, also, Darren Waller got taken down at the 1 yard line. Looked like he was going to score. Yep. So I think it was Will Redmond with that play for Green Bay. Well done. And it led to eventually a crucial turnover. Derek Carr, as we all know, has done it before. 2 years ago, with seconds to go, trying to beat Dallas. Reaches for the pylon to his right. Reaches out with his left hand. Whole country watching on a night game. And ball comes loose before his knee goes out of bounds. Ball doesn't bounce in front of the pylon. It bounces just beyond the pylon. Cowboys get the ball, win the game. One thing I will say about Derek Carr, he's not just consistent, he's a man of his word. Put up the headline, Kenny. After that game, the headline on NFL.com, Derek Carr on fumble out of end zone. I'd try it again.
No way.
How was the headline on December 22nd, 2017?
Wow.
I'd try it again. Let me get the exact quote for you if you don't mind.
No way.
From a here you go. From a competitive standpoint, I'd try it, but with better technique, 2 hands. I don't know, but something to where we don't lose the game. But from making that decision, I'd think I'd go for it again. Mike, do you have Derek Carr after yesterday's football game? Here we go. This was Derek Carr after trying it again and having the same result.
Everyone's patting me on the head on the sideline like, you're just trying to make a play. And I understand because, like, the ending of it is a fumble. It's their ball. Like, it sucks, you know. But in that moment, I was telling you, it's so hard where you're, like, right there and you're playing a tough team, you know, where you're going to need all the points you can get. It's like, man, it's so hard not to try, you know. That's everything I've ever been about in my life is to try. You know, maybe I got to go 2 hands, right? Trying to extend with 1 hand isn't smart. That was stupid. But at the end of the day, like, it's really hard in that situation as you're running. Like, I'm not thinking about anything else, but, oh, man, I can get in, right? But it sucks, man. You know, it's my fault. I let my team down on that.
Still not going for it with 2 hands.
Nope.
You know who's not going to do it tonight? Anybody anybody in a Patriots uniform, they tell them, don't do it.
Yeah, they coach that. I mean,
don't do it.
Wow.
Again, I think it's a terrible rule, a horrible rule, an arbitrary rule. If it bounces right in front of you, you get the ball back. If it bounces 6 inches further, you don't. Give the ball back to the player at the spot of the fumble, or if you think that is not enough of a penalty, reverse touchback. Then it would be, if that was 3rd down for Derek Carr trying to make a score, or 2nd down for Derek Carr trying to make a score, it's now 2nd and goal from the 20. Same down, different distance. If you want to make it, but at least they hold on to the ball.
You shouldn't be rewarded for fumbling.
But what I'm saying, Chris, I'll do it one more time.
We do this every time.
I'll say it for the people in the back. And by the people in the back, it's my buddy Al Riveron. I'll say it for the people in the back at the NFL front office. You don't penalize somebody for fumbling if it goes out of bounds in the 100 yards field of play. It goes out of bounds. It belongs to the person who last possessed it. But if it rolls into the end zone, into a different piece of real estate that I understand is the end zone, it's a special zone. If you get there, you get 6 points. I get it. So what? Be consistent.
But this play happens. This is exactly like the pass interference in the NFC Championship game. You're trying to change something that never, ever happens.
That's not.
This happens one hand a season.
I know. But
out of thousands of plays.
It's so punitive that you need to fix it.
So tell these guys to stop doing this stupid play where they dive for the pylon with one hand.
Or it's aggressive, and I like seeing aggressive play. I want it rewarded.
Derek Carr jumping from the 5-yard line, did he really think he was going to make it?
He did. You heard it. And again, if he was fortunate enough to just have the ball roll out of bounds 4 inches further up the field, that's it. He gets the ball back. But no. It went beyond the pylon. I'm sorry. Not only do you get no points, you get no possession. And as a matter of fact, the team that gets the ball doesn't have anything but green grass behind them because they get it on their own 20. It is so absurd.
Tough. That's the way it goes.
I can't stand it. But Derek, 2 hands or don't do it anymore until they change the rule. I'm working on it.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.